beef brisket burger. That's probably one of the most beautiful moments of my life. Nice, juicy. No, but the burger, not me.
That's good.
Right folks, I'm back on the streets of Belfast cooking up a storm because I'm doing another mashup with Mash Direct, and I found a beautiful way to get their rosti into a notoriously tasty burger. First up, let's get the brisket cooking. First up, let's get some oil in the pan and we're going to gently fry some onions and some celery. Okay, while they're frying, I'm going to rattle through a chilli and some garlic. Okay, let's drop these in and then we're going to dice some bacon. So we're now going to start cooking and rendering the fat out of the bacon. I want that in there to just add that depth of flavour that comes with pork fat. Okay, now let's get the beef brisket done. So you need a good chunk and we're going to cut it into 4 or 5 big slices. And now I'm going to brown off the brisket in the pan to get a nice caramelisation going. I've got a teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of cumin, and about half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to dust those over the steaks. And a teaspoon of sweet smoked paprika. Right, now we're going to flip those over to cook in the pan and to cook out all those spices. Now, we're basically developing a set of flavours, a stock that will infuse into the meat and then cook away slowly. Come and have a look at what we've created. Bloody lovely. Now we're going to add the finishing touches and cook it low and slow. Dried anchovy chilli, really fruity. It's like a fruit almost. Got a nice hum of heat. I've put it in some beef stock to rehydrate it. Let's get that in. Next up, I'm going to cook it in some Belfast Black, which is a really strong local beer from around here, strong in flavour. That's what you need. You need a dark beer that's got some kick-ass flavour. I'm going to submerge the brisket in it. And then just to give a sweetness to it, I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of molasses. Okay, bring it up to a simmer, drop the lid on and let it tickle away for 2.5 to 3 hours until it just falls apart. So you decide what you're going to do in the next 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm going to have a pint of the black stuff.
Chef.
Oh, thanks, Jack. Good on you, lad. Oh, life's good, innit?
Got a beer for me?
Shall we get back? Okay, so these are the beef burgers that I made earlier. We'll give you the recipe at the end of this video. This is chuck and it's got 40% fat, so they're nice and lubricated when you cook. They're gonna have lots of beef flavour. If you can't be bothered to make your own, then get the good ones from your family butcher and make sure that they're handmade ones. Why would you put a potato rosti in a burger? Well, my brothers and sisters, we've got the beef brisket tickling away there in that liquor. It's gonna be really meaty, it's gonna be really moist, and if you just whack that onto a burger, it's just gonna be soggy. But with a light, crispy potato rosti, that's going to be the perfect shell for it to sit on. It's going to be all gnarly and crispy. Okay, so this is Maris Piper potato that's come from the same field that's been in that family for 6 generations. So they really care about the soil that it's grown in. It's been shaved and then it's got some onion and then it's been lightly fried with a little bit of black pepper. It's got no flour in there, so it's not going to go soggy. And what's great about this is it's going to be light and crispy, which is perfect for the beefiness of the brisket. Okay, so I'm just going to slice it in half, straight through the middle, so it's nice and thin to sit on top of the burger. And then let's get those into the oven to start cooking and crisping up. Right, let's have a look. Just look like that. Absolutely, the brisket's collapsing in to the liquor. It's so rich, the stock. Oh, so good. That's so good. It's going to be so tasty. And get 2 forks and then you start pulling it all apart and it starts dropping down into a soupy, beefy brisket loveliness that we're going to form into a beef patty of a sort and drop it on the burger. It's going to be so good. Okay, Let's set this aside and start cooking the burgers. Okay, so we're putting the burgers onto a searing hot grill. You could do this on the barbecue. They're gonna take about 5 minutes either side to get them nice and sort of medium. If you wanna cook them more fine, just make sure they're juicy. Okay, so I've reduced that down a little bit more, so a lot of the liquor has disappeared by reduction. I've pulled the beef apart, and that's perfect to go on top. But if you wanna take it to the next level, then do this. Hot pan on, get some of your brisket into the pan, and then we're gonna bring it together in a little ring. Okay, burgers are nearly ready. My brisket patty's done. Let's build this baby. First up, you've got your toasted burger. You need to get your beef burger and drop that on top. Next up, the red Leicester cheese. Put him on there. Oh, yes. Right, now, get your rosti on top, and that's gonna help melt the cheese. Gooiness. And then, brisket patty. I've got some red cabbage that I did on a mandolin, so I'm almost shaving it wafer thin. I've poured some white wine vinegar over it. Get that beautiful endive. We've got the crispy shallots, a little bit of mayo, lid on the top, and that, my brothers and sisters, is done. Come on, come on. Like, you can see why the rosti works now, right? Because you've got like meatiness on top of cheesiness with some more meatiness, and that crispiness of the rosti just sits there holding it all together. And then you've got the naughty, fragrant, zingy red cabbage with the beautiful, oh, come on, come on. I reckon that bad boy has got to be worth, it's got to be worth 9 quid. It's got to be worth 9 quid. And I know just where to take it. Follow me. Right, we were being heckled earlier, so let's go see. Let's silence the hecklers. Right? Are you ready? Right, no messing around, you need a big bite. Okay, there you go, there you go, there you go. Okay, big bites. That's it, that's it. Just give me a...
That's good.
Now, for that whole burger, what's it worth?
For 11 quid.
11 quid?
I'll pay 15 quid.
15 quid,
So
15
tasty.
quid, 15 quid. Okay, you can have them for free if you become Food Busker security. And just walk behind me.
No sweat.
Let's go.
You got me.
Stepping up. Okay, so I'm the food busker. I cook on the street. People try my food and then they tell me what they think it's worth. Are you up to it?
I'll take a bite, like.
Look at this. Stop. We're stopping. That is beautiful. That's probably one of the most beautiful moments of my life. Right there. Come on. Okay. Right, so, boys, for a whole burger, what do you think it's worth? What would you pay?
8.50.
8.50? 11.95?
4 quid.
Fiver. Give it back. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, guys, I'm the food busker. I cook on the streets. People try my food and then they tell me what they think it's worth. Beef Brisket Burger. Are you up to the challenge? So, there you go. It's cooked medium. It's nice and juicy. Be careful with the clobber. Tasty. Yeah. And you, mate, at the end there. Right, okay. Now, a bit of a crowd's developed. Look at this lot here. Give them a wave, you lot, come on. They might be from Match Direct, but don't let that affect you. What's it saying to you?
Nice, juicy.
Nice, juicy. No, but the burger, not me. Now, you said a fiver, but I think that was a bit tight. Will you reconsider your fee?
It's like £6.
£6? For a student, or very, very cheap? What would you pay for a whole burger? £15 at the end? 12, 15, 12. Yeah? Yeah, give me that back, you're not having it. Get involved. Bloody hell, he didn't need asking twice then, did he? Blood. Did you get enough in there? Can you actually talk? Can you breathe? Okay, take your time. You're gonna have to because your bite was so big. That's it, brother. Just take your time. It's a Friday afternoon. We're having a Guinness. Very nice, very nice. Now, give him a minute. Give him a minute. He's had nothing to eat, the poor lad. Now, for a whole burger, this the whole day rests on what you've got to say now. For the whole burger, what is a whole burger worth? Tenner? Tenner. Come on, bring it in. Boom. The beef brisket burger annihilated it here in Belfast, people. Spread the word, increase the peace. Bit of a queue developed. Subscribe to Food Busker.